are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. To throw is Darnold. Escaping the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sam Darnold, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
First down, New York.
Now Jones on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And the Giants first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That ties the
extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Antonio Gibson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Jones now throwing on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Washington 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is Gibson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Right back to him on first down. Shrugs him off. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
will take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
28-yard gain.
That's good for 28 yards.
Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Giants.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
37-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
14.
Darnold now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brings up 4th down.
Now they are going for it. Darnold Darnold, he lost the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now Jones on 1st down. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. And he coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. After the sack on 1st down, Jones, that's complete to Slayton. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Darnold. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gain. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, but it's going to be 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
Makes the score Giants.
Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again.
Sam Darnold.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. John Ross as time expires in the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
This is Gibson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brought him down. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play action. It's Darnold. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Darnold on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15 he goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to get a score back.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 21.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
John Ross there to make the grab. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
His kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Giants 51. Washington 15.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is Gibson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Ready? Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, let's get that ball right here.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
Washington.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This is Gibson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own
out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Now he'll escape to his right. That is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Washington.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Able to power through. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
On first down, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
6 more yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Darnold, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Washington, 23.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Off play action. Jones flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off down near the 5. That is now 7. 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Giants.
Off the play fake. Jones. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pettis once again the target. And now it's 3rd down. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Let's go. Hey, check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.